Yes, you can ask your question.
I don't want to ask a question. I just wanted to add on to what Wilson was saying.
Mm.
Could see, if we try to trace root 23.2,
Mm.
we can actually get there. So yeah, just to add on to what he was saying, that
Let's
since
go.
ping is bi-directional,
Let's
and trace root to
let's do that. To one. Trace route, no chance I shake. Trace route, it's trace,
not so sure with
trace
one
RT.
teacher.
Trace RT. Okay. So trace RT 10.0. Wait.
0.23.
Dot 2. Trace trace route are na request ne reply. Are you
No,
sure?
ringorine request harina reply. It's like
Saka
rungoti ndiratidze kuti ukufamba sei.
harisiko kusvika.
So
At least
haisi kusvika.
refana kusvika pa harisiko kusvika. Ah,
Harisi tombofika pano.
pane chi?
What?
Trace route harisiko kusvika. Trace route. Ah, I, I get the logic. Yangorda with unfortunately as Twitter.
Mm.
Maybe we might have other issues, but let's check.
Okay.
Control C ashande kuno. Kuna to end this Control Z. Okay, it's Control Z. Right. So R1 it has a static route. Then it again up R2 again up R2. Okay, getting a static route for R2. Should be easy. IP route static 10. So the R2 is this one 10.0.13. 13.0 24. Division this interface 002 gig 002. Done. Okay. Display IP routing A is IR IP. Okay, display IP routing table. Connection unstable. So number 13 yapo prop. Then I get to the last one. Period static 10.0.12. Huh? Still trying to calculate why is an aggregate even if that network is known though. Something deeper 01. That network is updated. Right, more insert now. I guess the guy to try we read it one. Control C to break. Still not working. And Control C to break. System view. I was very much confident. So let me start by pinging the 10.0.12.2 just to check. So I can get there. Then I cannot get to 23. dot two. Still can't get there. Why? Let me check. Why can I not get there? Right, let me check something. There's a PC somewhere here. Yeah, you can see PC panel. This one is network is just getting weird and weird and weird. So we can see for 000. This one is that's 10. That's 1 and 2. As you said, 10. That's 10. 255, 255, 255. Then 192, 168. I'm going to put 10.1 panel. 000. So today saying my network in the trial test with that other network. Do not we get connectivity? If we don't, then issue might probably still line our firewalls higher. So interface gig 00, IP address 92.68.10.1. Right. Atusumuga say. Okay, Rasumuga. But PC did off this one. So let's start that. Right, again, but chance ping open up this default gateway face to be safe. 192.168. Host unreachable. Why is the host unreachable? Because Kapana is 10.1. Sorry. Still. Oh. Why connection is Rushande? ENSP in his bad quaches. Don't. Anyone following that read up 192.168. 10.1, 192.168, 10.10. So this network is 10.00. So this one is correct. The gig 00 interface. Display this. 192.168, 10.1. It's correct. Interface here is hoping as a right, it was opened. Maybe it was setting up. Right, it was opened. So now let's try this one. I would take some time. Sometimes I had to wait like 5 to 10 minutes in order to ping. Ah, NSP guy, 5 to 10 minutes. It's a one this. Magamira and I didn't need any. Right, let me try to ping this interface. This is a remote network here. However, at the route, can keep up and up at the route up. So I should be able to ping this. So this one is 13.1. So let me try to ping that 10.0.18.1. Right, apo tusvika. Zviro kuti marauts edu anokonfigwa zvakanaka. Right, panapa tusvika apo. Zvikuru kuti marauts edu anokonfigwa zvakanaka. Then again ndione pa dot 3. Obviously tinosvika pa dot 3 because that network we know it. Aisosvika. Ah, I'm convinced something is wrong with the NSP. Money done, I'm not gonna point. If we can get to this point in, so that the ping up, ah, uh, this is not make sure. This is not make sure at all. Again, but sharing with dot one, 12.1, error kusvika. This one, Roramba. At this point, I'm convinced ENSP no domoga. The number that the mama state grouse. Aye, no domoga ENSP. Permeta practice, did you ever practice with this? And then Nedan, why practice are using what? Boys, and I don't doubt about it. I'm starting to believe this thing. It's impossible to not pin the interface ETH. No see the interface ETH. In the same network in ETH. What are those gap? Apart the static router. So I'm not getting this one. My engineer. I'm satisfied background. The writings with Twitter and Chinichiru guys before we make any conclusions. Boys can always be of Chichato Domo guys. Unfortunately, the labs Zamai, I mean, is a bit different from this. Maybe there was a reason. Uh, maybe why to see why Gazama were. The reason why some Malubek interface. Malubek interface, Anangarpa. The interface is their virtual router. They're very easy to get access to. Vaisa kupa ima networks panapa. Wanakupa ma networks configure. Ma static routes enyu I configure directly to the loopback interfaces, but not to the networks. It works, but we only need to be patient. I'm telling you the patience. Yeah. So I told me 5 minutes. Maganyara, so I'm telling you the patience.
Inoshanda but ine kuti zvoni one mistake chete kwangopotsa mbichana chinodhakwa chesu.
It's no ports as this. The best time out. Hapana mistake yako. Nada mistaking. Regarding what I saw. And let me try to do this. Let me try to do this. So hamufanana no. Hamufanana. Saka yenye network yakatoita. Let me try to have this simple network. Let's run these devices. Pamachina akadhomo ngane software chake. Kundwa ne-packet tracer zvayo. Chinotonge chakarongeka chichiiswa maimage nekudini but chinodhomoka. Pane hama dzine ma-developer yerobasa, but I don't think they like my developers. They just neglected this software vakasiya yakadaro. Up to this day inoshandisa virtual machine yekudhara. Virtual machine is version 5. Still hasn't updated up to this point. That's why chichidomoka. But anyway, let's give it one more try. Tikaramba, it is what it is. I highly doubt kuti tiri kutadza kuti maconfigs pana 12.2, 12.1 erosvika 13.3. Best time out. Regethi bese trace root bwana. Tikase trace root inofanira kusvika pa-interface iri, right? Regethi bese trace root bwana. Trace root 10.0.13 nikutangine chinosvikika ichi .1, right? Apa iri kusvika apa. Thank you. .3 pana .1 haichasvika. Chinodomoka chinhu ichi. Ukaita ping interface iri kusvika. Ukaita trace root interface iri haisi kukwanisa kusvika apapo. Zvorevei zvireva kuti ndikadaita ping kunoku paketi rangu riri kusvika apa chadomoka. It hopes max. Let me leave it at this. I don't think we even need to do this one. Ichi chinodomoka ichi. Let's end it there. Update me with file renyu. So basically vamwe vanga vari kutotosenda mafolder ese here nekudii. I think you can easily save this file. So for example, let me remove this. I can waste my time here. Ndaita a very small setup in a one PC, two PC, one router, and I managed to get connectivity, and I thought everything is well, but unfortunately, I doubt everything is well. And I think there's a reason why. There is a reason why rine ma-loopback interface here vasina kuisa ma-networks, unless kumberi uko kune mamwe ma-networks where they connect ma-networks. Here they were just connecting my-loopback interface. Here, my loopback interface arapa. Apa vanga varisa ma-backup routes or to configure static route to an interface instead of a network. Will that work?
Static route kazhinji kachona vanoiconfigure kuinterface kuti imuke.
Interface, not network. Made one. Yeah, I might confuse it regarding what target one. I might confuse it Cisco, because I'm actually saying my interface and door is up. Even my backup routers, my backup routes is Huawei. Just a minute. Lab guide. No, look at this. Nope. Training. All right. Firewall, blah, 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 blah. TCP, VRP, basic IP address is routes. Right. How to obtain routing information per direct routes, examining routing table, route preference, longest match, static route hero. Right. IP address, outbound interface. Isn't it network now? That might be our issue, maybe. These ones, they don't use a network. Let me just verify. Sanenda, there's a confusion here. This, my static routing, they use my interface. Let me see, routing. Right, you're going to my network. All right. I think there's some confusion, but we basically working with the wrong thing. Cisco ndiyo advertise
And
ma-networks.
kazhinji kachona seka
Yeah.
kana iri in green kana tichitoconfigure IP route static rachona rinenge rakatobhekwa neloopback. yekwatiri kuenda neinterface yachona kwatiri kuenda.
rinobhekwa neloopback. Okay, let me try to do this. Regarding say IP route, no, regarding say this IP address next hop IP, specify an outbound interface. I was specify both IC interface, IP address. Don't want IP address is. IP address interface kana network. Hapana kana uya right example issue. So for example, parrot iri configure network iri apa 2011 ayo awarisa network iyi uri kuona network iyi network inetwork ariswa interface but how do I put this? Ndinotraya kutsvaka nharo nakudzayo regati dai so loopback interface
Makaenda panhingirikini yataita lab, pane lab yatikatanga yamukati tiite yairamba kupinga yeye handitika. Makaenda makatarisa paikonfigwa maip interfaces, ndofunga inenge iri page 25 of 186
pana alright.
Zikaimbichana pamusoro sorry even ipapa handiti mukuona iyo 10.0.1.2 iyi inenge itori loopback, and then 10.0.12.2 inenge iri interface kwainenge yakapointa kuinterface ip yepainterface ratinenge tatoconfig.
Right. Kana ndakatarisa static route iri zvari kundiudza ndezvekuti for me to get to this loopback interface iri ndo IP address yeloopback interface yangu I use this next hop IP iyi. So ndikada kutarisa rega ndoona kuti iri loopback riri papiri riri paruta ipi 10.0.1.2 iri riri paruta ipi
inenge riri paruta 2 inenge riri paR2.
Saka iyo rega ndilai so I might be actually I don't think I'm wrong on this one. So that's one. Loopback interface ka iri rirapa iri atwa. These are actual physical interfaces. Loopback interface ro create kwa paruta iri. So iwo zvavari kuita.
Exactly.
Right, zvavari kuita they are creating a route to get to this loopback interface. But isusu zvatiri kuita, isusu zvatiri kuda tiri kuda create a route to get to this physical interface. So I think it's very easy to get to a loopback interface or create a route. Let's try it. But it's not so easy to get to this physical interface. Because vari kushandisa maloopback, but isusu hatisoda zvemaloopback. I was actually avoiding maloopback. Connectivity yandiri kuda is between my networks, not between the loopback interface. So for example, handiti vaisa loopback ravo iri right R1 apa ukachenda kutarisa routing table yako apa network yava add apa ndeipapa hapana network yava add apa because manetworks edu isusu hatiri kuda kuti aedherwe ndeish. So kana ndiri paR1 panapa, let me see, kana ndiri paR1 apa 2 aya ndomaziva zvirova kuti anenge aripo. If I go and check 12.0 ne13.0 dziripo comment. So 12.0 irapa ish iripo, then 13.0 irapa iripo, but 23 haipo apa. Isusu 23 ndio yatiri kuda apa kwete maloopback. Are you getting the sense?
Okay.
Saka 23 inini ndio yandiri kuda kuti ndisvike ku23 uku kwete kuloopback. Loopback harina basa iro. Loopback harina deal.
I
loopback
think ndo pavatozoisa mapreference kuti usvike kune the next router, kune the next interface vaisa mapreference.
right. Regani pandaexplaina zvemapreference. Regani tanga nekuti, do we agree kuti kana tiri kuda kusvika kuna the goal redu kana riri rekusvika kuna 23 tiri kufanira kuona 23.0 parouting table, ndizve? Ndeyako mubvunzo kudzi. Kana ndiri kuda kuti network R1 ishi isvike kunoko, zvikureva kuti murouting table yeR1 ndinofanira kuona network ishi, right? Saka whether waisa loopback interface or wadii, apa loopback interface yavaisa apa 23 haipo panapa 23 haipo apa, rekati dziki paR2 vakaisa imwe loopback interface apa paR2 apa 23 inenge iripo apa. Kungoti havana kuisa route rush, right? Iri so paR2 apa rekatanga tareexplain obva kunoko, ndikaisa uyu reR2 apa chandichaona ndichaona 23 ndichaona 12 but 13 uyu handisi kumuona. Ukadzoka panapa uchaona 23 right, 12 uyu arapo uyu 23 23 handisi kuona panapa pana 12 na 13, so ichi ndiano miradon. Okay,
12
display
na
the routing
13
tables of R1 and R2. Iri ndera R1 iri ndera R1 ndoda R2 iri R2 riri pasi apa, right? R2 so I was saying R2 chandichaona ndeichichi ndichaona 23 na 12. Ukadzoka panapa 23 na 12 unofanira kuona 23 uyarapo then 12 uyarapo, but chausiri kuona ndi 13 apa. So lab iri it was avoiding ma-static routes ema-networks of which ndo atitostruggle now. And my point was saying probably they recognize kuti ma-networks haasi kuita.
Of which semuri mbonoti 12 na 23 weduka vari kuwanika muma-interfaces ayo anenge ari a2 achona. Exactly.
Why vari kuwanika, why ari kuwanika iwayo? Iwewe
They are just considering kuti zvoni kana ndiri pana R2 if I decide kuenda, it's either ndichaenda kuna R1 through 12 or ndichaenda kuna R3 through 23. But
kuna 13 ndosvika sei?
kana tauda kutosvika kuna 13 ka I think nyaya dzemacost dzedze dzinenge dzakupindira because inenge yakutanga kutarisa kuti the shortest path
engineer ka engineer munovharwa nenetworking engineer, regati dai so regati pandazviexplaina zvese. Regani tange effect I think we have a lot of time. Regani tange ndati lab iri ramaita iri harinei nekuconfigure ma-static routes kuma-networks, haraiconfigure ma-static routes to ma-loopback interfaces. There's a difference between a network and a loopback interface. Let's start there. Because ukatarisa apa kapa ma-routers edu ese ma-networks ari outside reach every router haasi kuzombobuda parouting table apa, hapana paari kumbobuda, ende maping avari kuita haasi to that network isiri kubuda, avatoita maping pama-loopback interface. That's one. Now let's just taona kuti ENSP inenge iri kutovhara haisikuita. Let's discuss networking as it is. So ndikaisa ma-networks angu apo ndogonoshandisa iyo here. Just a minute. Regati delete shandisa iyo. Toda kudiscussa zvese zvemauyu zvawakufungidzira zvemacost nemachii kuti zvii zvauri kutaura. Hopefully you get it. I know you're smart enough. Right. So network yangu kana yadai ndikaisa routing table R1 routing table inounza information yekuti inini saR1 ndinoziva manetworks akati. So ndikaisa routing table R1 inobudisa network ishi nenetwork ishi. Why ichibudisa iwayo? Because R1 is directly connected to those two networks.
Yes.
R1 haakwanisi kubudisa network ishi because haasi directly connected to that network. Titesa ndeti? Right.
We agree.
Right. So for R1 to get to this network, ndo pauno create a static route. So static route rako should direct you to this via an interface. So ndo zvakati tiri kutry kuconfigure apa ngatiri kuti IP route static ndo handaisa destination network yangu apo 10.0.23.0 ndobva ndati kuti ndisvike kuna 10.0.23.0 how do I get there? Ndinoenda via this exit interface, then ndo panga pari kupinda gig 001. I think panapa pane ma 01. Let's just say panapa pane 001, panapa pane 002, panapa pane 001, panapa pane 002, 001, 002. Right. So how do I get to 1023? I can either get there via this interface or this interface esanosvika. So unokwanisa isa yaunoda itoshanda. So that's how you configure static. Backup, right? So ndaconfigure route rangu rekutanga iri. Route rangu rekutanga by default preference inenge iri 60 is a static route. Huawei preference is 60. Saka iwewe kuti uite backup unocreate rimwe router rine preference iri higher than this. Bichana. So rimwe router racho rakutouya nekunoko. If you take a look, rimwe router racho rakuya nekunoko. So rekutanga ndariti riendere uko. Iri ndo primary. Rechitura uchacreate manje richa rakadai so richa IP route static destination is the same 10.0.23.0 but kunoku rega ndibva ndaisa interface ya 002 iri apa iri ndo backup then kwekupedzisira uku ovoisa kana 70 which is a preference iri above this. What does that mean? Zvinoreva kuti ese marauser aya aripo but inobuda kurouting table i1 ndeine preference iri lower, then iri rikadhakwa iri ndo rinosara riri backup, iri ndo rine preference inenge yasara. So iri ndo rinenge riri primary root rikadhakwa, iri rinobva rasumuka kutoenda parouting table, but as long primary risina kudhakwa iri rashanda rauri kurouting table iri raunoona kurouting table rinenge riri 1 iri. Ipapo titesa zvecost ayo hatisati kupindura wati titese
titese
right. Cost yekuti cost, how does issue cost work? Issue cost, it usually works when we are trying to find my tie break. So let's say for example une two routes ese akaconfigure nestatic zero preference yao ese ari 2 is 60. So raunochuza ipapo nderipi? Panopinda issue to do with cost, my bandwidth nemachi. I might be confusing things. Then let me see. Chinotanga preference, greater cost, tozoita load balancing. Let me say things for sure. Just a minute. I'm gonna story about
Okay.
Right. It's rubbish. Right. So how do we match how do we select a route render routing table? This is the order notion. So the first thing to compare the longest prefix here. So it basically confirms could the destination network yakaita sei. So ukaita two routes ane same destination network, then chakuenda nomaseparator administrative distance ndo preference. So inenge ne lower preference ndo inozoseparate. Then two maroutes iwawo akaita the same preference, chakuenda noseparator metric ndo macost, ndo panopinda macost apa. Then kana macost ari the same, chakuita inonzi load balancing, ndo machuzero anoitwa maroutes basically. Huawei I didn't see this detail as much, but ndokune nyaya yemacost. So tikadzoka panapa zvekuti loopback interface, backup, what zvakangofanana nezvatiri kuita panapa, but zvatiri kuita panapa ndezvenetwork ishi, kwete zveloopback. So zviri kuitwa let me go kwazviri exactly zviri kuitwa mulab renyu. Rega ndidzoke pawakatanga kuita zveloopback ravo. Add R2, add a route loopback, display routing table 1, configure static routes. Right, zvavakaita vakacreate maloopback interface. Mainterface andikuona interface ishi haisi network. So the difference iripo ndeyekuti isusu we are trying to configure a static route to a network, an actual network, not loopback interface. So ivo zvavaita pekutanga, first command rao, let me see, apa wanga vari kucreata maloopbacks apa, pese apa maloopback ari kucreatwa. Then panapa we can see kuti loopback rapo, panapa loopback connectivity iripo, right. Ngatitange nestatic route riri panapa here. Static route riri apo ruri configure parouter 1, rukuti kana uchida kuenda loopback interface yerouter 2 ishi, iyi ndo address yeloopback interface yerouter 2, use this next hop IP address. So what they're saying is kana uchida kuenda apa, what they are saying, so iyi R2 ishi, iyi R1, iyi R3 ishi. So zvavaita isusu tine network 23 apa, tine 13 apa, tine 12. Ivo zvavaita vaindonocreata loopback interface, kainterface kacreatwa kavirtual umu vawakati .2, vawacreata kamwe kainterface vawakati .1, vawacreata kamwe vawakati .3. So maroutes avari kucreata ndeyekuti kana uri panapa kuti usvike apapa unosvika sei. So apa pane kusvika, right, interface ravari kushandisa, vari kushandisa next hop apa. So vari kushandisa IP address ishi, I think ndo .2 iri apa. So ndo command iri pekutanga right. Then rimwe racho rikuteera riri papi, let me confirm, tifambe bit by bit, tarasika baba. 25, alright, 22, 25. Alright. Ping, right. So ndo first command iri apa ndere kuadvertisa loopback interface iri parouter 1. Then ndoenda iri apa command iri ndere kuadvertisa rerouter 3. Kana ndakuda kuenda router 3 ndakuenda nenext hop ishi ina .3.